How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to New Mexico State Men's Basketball News. I'm Marshall, and today we're going to talk about the Aggies' second straight dominating win over a very good team. Second rival win on the road this year, now 3-3 on the road. A lot of great things to talk about. Let's get right into it. First things first, I'm really liking the starting lineup. It's been very consistent. I've been the same for I don't even know how many games now, but I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it's been working out, leading us to many great wins, many great dominating victories. 5 different players scored in double figures, 4 of them being the starters. Obviously, Rob off the bench had 17 points and 5 rebounds, doing what he does best on the bench. I think his role off the bench, he's looked even better. He's getting the same amount of minutes, getting the same shots. Hooten was talking about that in a post-game interview, and Carpenter was talking about how he enjoys the role, loves the role, doesn't take it personal. Obviously, he's a starting caliber player because he's our second best player, in my opinion, behind Cook. Who Cook, for example, had an off night. He had 12 points. I think he took like 14 shots, only made 4 or 5. So it wasn't the greatest game for him, and we still dominated, which if our best player doesn't have the greatest game and we're still dominating a great team, I'll take that any day of the week. Zadi also had a masterful performance. Almost had 20 points. He had 18 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Didn't miss a shot all night, 7-7 from the field. Hit a 3. I believe he made his free throws all. Jaden played well off the bench. Again, I love Jaden's role on this team. Last year, he was more of a scorer. This year, he's still averaging about 5 points a game. But doing a lot of great things, coming off the bench as well. Him and Carpenter do a great job leading that second unit, being returners. Really love that for the Aggies. Deontay had 12 points. He started off the game really smooth, hit a 3, had a jumper. He started the game hot. We started off 6-0. Peter had a free throw to start the game as well to make it 6-0. And overall, he had 15 points and 9 rebounds. So, the whole team played great. When Deontay's playing the way he did tonight, playing really efficient, playing like an amazing true point guard, looked like himself, looked like his, former Cal State Northridge type player, which if he was still at the Cal State Northridge, I'm assuming he'd probably be averaging about the same 15 points a game. This year, obviously, his roles, I wouldn't say less, but he doesn't have to do as much scoring because he has a whole bunch of other scorers. Hence why we're on a 6-game winning streak and 10-6 overall, 3-0 in Conference USA. We have the tiebreak over UTEP right now, so even if we had the same record, we'd have it over them. If we beat them on the road by 28, imagine what we could do at home. I think we could definitely win, by even more at home because I think we're a better home team than we are on the road. But we've showed a lot of improvements on the road so far. 3-3 on the road with 2 of them being big road wins. And you look at UNM, it was a close win, but that could honestly almost be like a 20-point win. We're up by 15 at one point. If we'd have kept the momentum going, could have won by that by a lot. And that's what has improved a lot of these past whole games. Because the Sam Houston State game, we're up by double digits and only won by 4. These past 2 games, though, like against Louisiana Tech, we're up by 36, won by 30. So, it was a dominating performance. This game, I think our largest lead was like 30 or 31 maybe. And we just kept building it up. Like, we're up by, 13 or 15 at halftime. And then we just kept building it up. We put together 2 great halves. I know a lot of people that went to the game. I know a lot of UTEP fans that went to the game that go to UTEP, a lot of my friends. A lot of people I just grew up with in El Paso. So I'm not going to talk my crap, but here I will, in a way. Really happy the Aggies got it done. And I'm glad they upset my friends and they saw, the Aggies destroy their team. Post play, again, not too dominant, but they're doing what they had to do to help us get the win. And that's all I can really ask for. Next year, we'll keep on improving. If we can get more effective post, that'd be great and make this team even better. But again, they're playing their role. Super proud of them. They've been coming on, at first, when we were losing a lot of games, they weren't looking as great, as effective, but they've been bringing a lot more energy recently, which I appreciate, which I'm sure all Aggie fans appreciate. They've just been giving it their all, working hard, 100%. The whole team's been doing that, and that's why we're winning a lot of games. The coaching staff's been doing a great job getting the team ready for all these games, making sure they're well prepared. I think that 5-game losing streak really woke them up. Games like Pepperdine and Bowling Green when they lost, when games they probably should have won because I think they're the better team by far. This team could easily be at 12-4, 13-3, because even that ACU game they could have won. I talk about those games a lot. It sucks we lost those games, but again, maybe in the long run it helped us out. Maybe if we would have won those games, we wouldn't have experienced those losses. We wouldn't have known how to handle those tough losses. So again, maybe in the long run, maybe it worked out after all. And it just shows how much we're improving too. How we're able to keep these leads, not blow it, be able to beat teams that we should be able to beat. And they could. Sam Houston State, they haven't got up to the greatest start, but I still think they'll be an effective team, a team not to sleep on for sure, a team that might be tough to beat at their home court. But Louisiana Tech and UTEP, we're supposed to, pick to finish top 5 and beat both of them by 30 pretty much. And so right now, it's still early, but 3-0 in conference play. We're definitely looking like a team that could possibly win the conference. If we did that, that'd be awesome. We're at 10 wins now, halfway to 20 wins, which I said would be amazing to do against UTEP. Was I expecting a blowout? No. I really talked about last video how every game is not going to be a blowout. We've done it 2 times in a row and could have probably won by double digits against Sam Houston State if we didn't blow it. Next game, play against Liberty, I believe. Play against FIU on the road. FIU, again, they haven't got up to the greatest start either. Just kind of like Louisiana Tech, but they did get one tonight. against, who did Louisiana take? I think they beat Liberty. Liberty's also looked pretty solid overall. There's just so many teams that look like they could possibly win conference, so it's going to be tough to win it. But we've looked the best so far, in my opinion. I feel like anybody that watches Conference USA basketball would say that, not just an Aggie fan. I've been talking a lot about Carl recently. Looks like he's kind of fallen out of the rotation, so I'm not sure if he'll get his stripes back. But I know if he stays with the Aggies for next season, he'll definitely be in that rotation for sure. Or maybe he'll work his way back into it. Gabe Pickens looked really great in the rotation again. I mean, he's been looking great all year, looking a lot better recently. Been cleaning the turnovers a lot. Had a great dish to Nate Schmager for the dunk. He really feeds the post really well. I think he can make the post even better. I feel like if the posts continue to improve and be more effective as they have been recently, a lot of it's going to be thanks to Gabe Pickens, who's been doing really good helping him out. And even when his boy Jacoby got in the game against, who was it? I think it was Southwest. I can't remember which game it was, and he threw the lob. It was Southwest or Northern. I think it was Northern, actually. When he threw the lob and the Jacoby dunked it, he just makes everybody around him better. And it's good to have a point guard like that, especially since he's a true freshman. Going to have a great future for us, and he's, playing behind some great guys like Deontay and Zadi, who are fifth-year seniors. So learning from those guys, definitely the guys you want to learn from. You know how to rep their shirt. UTEP's a great defensive team as well. They get a lot of steals. They actually led the nation in steals prior to the game, so I'm not sure where they're at now. But we, played well through that. We played great defense. Held them to under 60 points, which is great, and we scored almost 90. So, I mean, and honestly, like I said, Cook was a little off, and we were off, at times, so we can honestly almost had 100 points. Will we get 100 points this season? That's the question I want you guys to answer in the comment section, because I think it's definitely doable, but it's hard to do, especially in conference play. But hey, we've done some unthinkable things so far. I mean, 2 blowout wins against 2 really great teams, beating a really good UNM team early in the year, who hasn't actually lost since we beat them. So we beat them, and that set the tone for them. They're like, okay, we can't lose anymore, and they've been on a rampage since then. And when we beat UTEP, not UTEP, we did beat UTEP. Once we beat UNM, they gave us a lot of confidence going forward. We obviously lost to Texas on the road by 20-something, but put up a pretty good fight, I would say. After that, we won 6 in a row. I mean, can't complain at all. I literally said last week's video I'd want to get a big road win, and we did that. And it was dominating. Like, I don't know when the last time, because we've got some road wins obviously this year, but I don't know when the last time we got a dominant, as much of a dominant road win as we did today. Probably the 2021 to 22 team was one of the last teams to do it, and we got it done tonight. So that was awesome. I'm gonna close the video there. I'm very tired, kind of late. I have a flight tomorrow to go back to Cruces, so this will be the last time we shoot this background. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I try to be a little descriptive, but again, I'm tired, and so sorry if it wasn't the greatest, but I hope you guys still enjoyed. I tried my best to make it the best it could be. And again, just really proud of the team and how they played tonight. That's 2 great wins as of recent. And to start off 3-0 in conference play is awesome. I can't remember what the 2021 to 22 team started off in conference. It might have been 3-0. I'm not too sure. But it's a great start nonetheless. And 15 more conference games to go. So it's still early. But if we win at least 6 more, we'll have at least a 50% win percentage in conference. Again, before conference started, I predicted we'd get 11 wins, and I didn't know if 13 would be doable, because that would, get us to about over 20 wins. But it's looking very, very doable right now. Like I said, we're halfway there. We get to 20 wins, win conference. I think that could give us a good shot at being, obviously it would be like a lower seed in the tournament, but it's definitely possible. Again, still early, so I don't want to talk about too much. But I don't want to get everybody's, hopes up too much, but I do think it's definitely possible, and they've been showing that. And this program's just going in the right direction with Coach Hooten and his coaching staff. They've all done a great job with this team, great job with all the game plans, and scouting. It's just been amazing. And hopefully it all continues to happen and go down. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I'm out.